Pure joy. Pure joy. Pure joy.
All righty, here we are back in the Joy Lounge. Thank you so much for joining us for PJ's Pure Joy podcast, where we have intriguing people doing intriguing things to encourage you, to edify you, to educate you, to empower you. And I hope that you're getting a lot out of it. Please be sure to subscribe. Please be sure to share these episodes and put your clicks and, of course, some comments in there. Let us know what you think about, like for this episode, it will be what you think about what's been going on in Henderson and what your concerns are about the city council and the service that they provide there. I want to obviously thank Bisley App, bisleyapp.com/PJ for their sponsorship. And I highly recommend any business owner, any entrepreneur, any nonprofit, make sure you sign up for a free consultation and a free demo of Bisley App. bisleyapp.com/PJ, the most incredible automation system you'll ever see for pennies on the dollar. So that being said, I want to thank this amazing servant heart leader to the show today, Carrie Cox. She's running for re-election for the Henderson City Council. Thank you. Welcome, Carrie.
Thank you, PJ. It's a pleasure to be here with you.
It's awesome. I'm so happy. And that we even match. It's so
I know,
cool.
we did. We got the memo.
Yes. So I know that you have a background in teaching, and you have a background as you had your own hair salon, I believe. didn't you?
Yeah, I'm a business owner. We had a restaurant as
Yes.
well. So yes, I've been in business
So you've
since
run
I was
several different-
21.
You've had several different kinds of businesses.
Yes, I have.
That's quite a background. That's wonderful. But you have been serving as our Henderson City Council through a lot of strife, a lot of contention, a lot of division, a lot of provocation, but you've gotten some great things done. Let's talk about those things. What do you feel that you've gotten accomplished in this last term?
Well, I've really done everything I promised in my campaign last time in 2022, and I was sworn in January of 2023. I went right to work on the animal shelter and on police department because we were losing police officers we had to stop the bleed. We had lost over 134 officers in 2 years under a former chief. And so there was a change out of the chief, and things started to really get better with the department. And we were able to we were able to retain and recruit more officers. And so that was great. Now they're doing a great recruiting job now. And so we just finished a academy with over 40 officers that have come out and that are now on the street in field training, which is great. And they're going to run another academy in November of 60 plus officers.
So these are guaranteed officers that are already been vetted and now they're getting trained.
Yes.
Okay.
The 40 plus officers are on the street and they are in field training. And so that's going to be helpful. But keep in mind that it takes a long time for an officer to become seasoned, so to speak. And so they really need that time to learn. And so they'll do their field training. And then it takes a couple more years, sometimes up to 5, to be able to really have an officer feel confident on the street and know what they're doing. And rightly so. I mean, it's a huge job, right?
And they come in so young,
They do, but man, are they sharp. This last academy, I mean, I've loved all the academies, but I'm telling you, they just are sharp young people. And even some of those that are restarting careers at 40, that are becoming officers or becoming firefighters, they're just impressed with the quality and the integrity that they do have.
And explain to our viewers why it's so important that we have enough police officers, that we have enough firemen. Talk about the safety concerns of Henderson.
Yeah. Well, we've been chasing forever the low amount of officers that we have because that really dips into their proactive policing when they have the time to go do that. And that's what we need, right? We have a great community in Henderson, and we want to make sure public safety is at the top of the list. And I do. That's my number one, because if we're not safe in our schools, in our parks, in our community, in our homes, or if we don't feel safe, which sometimes the perception is a big deal, there's issues. We're not going to be able to have that quality of life. And really, we have a great quality of life in Henderson. And so I really want to preserve and protect that. And anything I can do to do that, because I work for the resident. I always tell them my why is you. I work for you. I'm not a politician. I'm a public servant. And I'm actually a servant. I believe in servant leadership. So leader is the key point there. But if you don't have servant that goes along with that, then you're in it for yourself. You're in it for what can I get out of this? And I'm, as you know, because you've known me for years, that's not who I am.
Right.
I'm about others.
Right.
I'm about taking care of others, helping others. I'm out there doing that, serving all the time.
Right. Absolutely. I've always stood behind you no matter what, people say. I do see, and I have seen the decades of service prior, and that your focus has been the safety of the people, the security of the people, the people's voices being heard has been your main focus. And that's what I think is different than a lot of other individuals who come on and they get into these positions. They're really just trying to get into positions, and they're really just trying to get close to the good old boy club or what have you, which we don't need any more of the good old boy club. And we certainly don't need a popularity contest. Don't vote based on who you think is so-and-so's friend. That's not the way to vote. Please make sure that you've looked into track records. You've looked into the way that people serve, what they've done for the community in the past. Have they even really been in our community in the past?
Oh, that's a really good point. I have one of my opponents moved in to Ward 3 just to run, and she's a really close friend of the mayor's. And then the other one also knows the mayor very well and is good friends. And it's just like, look, this isn't the friend club. This is who is going to serve the residents. I am their voice. So really what the residents, when they come and talk to me, when they email me, call me, show up to council, I'm going to listen. I wait until the day of the vote, until that agenda item comes up in council meeting for me to make a final decision of which way I'm voting, because I want to know what the residents want. And if I know what the residents want, I'm going to stand with them every single time, because they're why I'm there. They're who put me there. They're the people that put me there, and I owe it to them to do my best job. And if I'm not doing what they think I should be doing, then please get an appointment with me.
Right.
Come talk to me. Come get to know me.
Tell everybody how they get in touch with you.
702-306-3302. It's my personal cell phone. It's the same cell phone that PJ has.
Yes.
702-306-3302. I'm here for you, and I want to make sure our quality of life is preserved and protected. And I'm here, as you know, I help people with all sorts of different things. HOA issues, I send them over to the ombudsman. I help connect them to different resources and different people that can resolve issues.
Solution-minded.
Absolutely.
Not just telling people to get over themselves.
Oh, absolutely. Well, and I want to be accessible, right? And if I'm not accessible, that's a problem. And it won't be because I'm not being accessible. So they now have my personal cell number.
Yes.
Give me a call, and I'm happy to meet with them anytime.
And so in addition to public safety and our police academies and recruiting new police officers and the fire department and working with, there's a new station, right? That's in a prime location. If I remember correctly, back when you were running 22, they had put some random new department in a space that didn't even help alleviate the congestion for the other department, for the other precincts or whatever you call it, stations in the area. But now there is one that does help with the volume of calls, right?
Yes. So Station 81 is the old Camping World on Boulder Highway, and it's really exciting. I had a captain come to me from the fire department and say, hey, I have an idea that I had been talking about with with the battalion chief, I believe it was. And he said, what do you think? I said, it's a great idea. And so the department worked really hard to get that through. And I just gave a lot of support on it. And it's a great station. And it definitely helps even out our community so that we do have, we just reduced call times. That's really important. And it wasn't that our call times were bad. Our call times are still really great, but we've improved in a large way. When you can save 7 seconds, when you can save 12 seconds, when you can save any second, it's going to make a big difference, especially in cardiac arrest and in children, hot car tragedies and drownings and time matters,
time does
and
matter.
people matter. And because people matter, which is something that our fire department says all the time, we need to make sure that they have the resources that they need and the equipment that they need. And under my leadership, we've had 2 fire engines. We've had a couple of ladder trucks that are going to be refurbished. We've had a bunch of different apparatuses and things that have been approved along with that station. And we're rehabbing some of the stations because they just needed it. Our busiest station is Valley Verde, and that's being taken care of right now. So I'm really happy about the work that has been done and that I've been able to participate in and be a part of. And I'm going to continue to work hard for the resident.
Yes, and so in addition to safety and security and policing and fire, you've done a lot of work in education as well, right?
Absolutely.
So tell the viewers about what's going on that's new in education for Henderson.
Well, I'm an educator, and I promised that I would help. And I was in the charter school world, and still am. And we were able to become a charter school authorizer, Henderson, and that was through the legislature. So thank you to the legislature. And we just brought on our first charter school, Kesher Academy, and we're in round 2 of that. So it's a great opportunity for parents to have options. They need to be able to have school choice. And I truly feel like it would be best if Henderson was able to opt out and to be able to have our own school district.
Absolutely. I really believe that our school district is ridiculously too overloaded and too large. I've been a component of breaking up the school district personally. That's just my personal opinion.
I just think it would be great. And I get it's a huge elephant to take a bite out of and to break that down and to be able to get that done. Our school district tries really hard too, and I believe that. But we are still 49th. And so one of the things is when you look at opponents in the race, I mean, touting education, we're 49th.
Yeah.
And we made headway. When I was in the classroom, teachers are killing themselves. They're working so hard. Our admins are doing all that they can. This isn't a failing system as far as the people they have in it. It's that it just really, I think the answer is after 25 years of trying to get these numbers to move significantly and stay moved. I mean, look at Mississippi. They were able to come out of the very bottom where we're at, and they were able to come in they're in the mid-30s somewhere. And I just think we need to look at what have other states done, because we are just kind of hitting our head against a wall, and we're trying really hard.
Right.
And we're just not getting
they
the
just
outcomes.
Want more money for the top executives, and the schools are not benefiting from these raises that they want, but yet they continue to ask for more money.
Yeah.
And
I don't know that
where did the money go that we've already promised?
Right. And Governor Lombardo did a really great job at putting a lot of money behind this, and I'm really proud of him for doing that and grateful. But you know what? I don't think it's just a money issue, and I think we're going to find that out at the end of this, is that yes, it's going to help, but we've got to figure this out on a different level.
Isn't that the definition of insanity?
Yes.
Keep doing the same thing over and over again and expect different results?
Absolutely.
It's like they're so smart. They're educators. Why can't they figure that out? That's what I wonder.
Well, because educators aren't in charge of this. That's the problem, is that this really goes back to, the Nevada State Board of Education and other things. And I'm not attacking anybody. I'm just saying there's other components and other people involved in this situation. Like I said, I think the educators are killing themselves. I know I was in the classroom as a kindergarten teacher. So, I understand what we had to do to make the needle move. So we just need parents to know that I believe they get a choice. I believe that needs to happen. And it's happening. School district actually has a program that allows for that. And so more choices coming. And I love that that's happened under my leadership as well during my time on the council.
Choice matters. Choice is a big part of our freedom and our liberty. And, being the founder of Voices for Liberty myself, and, doing events on the Constitution and our Declaration of Independence is my thing. And it's very, very important that we fight for our freedoms and for our liberties.
Absolutely.
We're just one generation away from losing. We really are so close to losing so many liberties and freedoms. So choice is a big deal. Choice is a choice in schooling. Choice
Absolutely.
In every category is a big deal. So tell our viewers, what's the most important reason that they should check the box for Carrie Cox?
Because I'm doing a great job in that seat, and I'm doing it for them. I'm there for them. Like I said, I'm not a politician. I'm a public servant, and they won't have a voice if this doesn't go. I mean, I feel strongly I'm going to win. First of all, but if I don't, they will not have a voice. They fought for years to get a voice on the city council that would stand up and do the right thing. And I'm that person. So if you lose that person, I don't know.
It hasn't been popular taking a stand, has it?
It hasn't, but I will
What are
always
some
do
of the
it.
things that you've taken a stand for that have not gone over very easily?
Well, the water rate increase was a big one. I voted no. I was the only one that voted no on increasing the water rates last year when everything was going up, from power to gas to groceries, eggs, $8 a dozen, gas. Everybody was being hit. All of our families. I don't know how some of them make it.
Right.
The last thing I wanted to do was let's raise water rates,
Yeah.
when it just wasn't necessary. And so I voted no. And that wasn't real popular. There was a couple streets that communities didn't want put through their little communities. They wanted them to remain safe and not have thoroughfares, and that creates more safety issues for children in the neighborhoods. And I stood up on both of them, and I'll continue to stand up. I want residents to have the quality of life that they deserve, and I want our children to have that going forward, and our grandchildren. I have 7 children and I have 12 grandchildren, and I might have skin in the game, but I want to make sure that we take care of people. It's all about people, because
Right.
people matter.
Yes.
But if you're in it for yourself, if you're in politics, or you're in, and like, again, I'm not a politician, but if you sign up for politics and you're in it for yourself and you're in it for how it can benefit you,
self-ambition. A lot of
then-
self-ambition. It's just
Yep.
ridiculous.
well, and you can't be in it for you and in it for the residents,
Right.
in it for the constituents. You can't be both. And I love businesses. I help businesses. I, as a business owner, was I'm consistently, and still am, out there highlighting businesses,
Yes.
putting it all out on my social to help them. I'm happy to mentor, and I have, whatever they need. I'm there for them.
Yeah.
I'm not just behind a ribbon cutting ribbons.
So how can people get to know you better? Don't you do some coffee meetings?
I do. We
Tell
actually
everybody
have one
about the coffee
tonight. There's
meetings.
one at Whitney Ranch Rec Center. It's at 6 p.m. Come on out and come talk to me. But like I said, they can also call, and I've given my number. They can email me, but really reach out, get to know me, and you'll know within a few minutes why I'm the best choice for Henderson and the best choice for them.
And you have a great executive team, you were telling me, right?
I do have a great executive team. I just want to thank the staff at the City of Henderson. They're amazing. Well, and I mean, it's my assistants, my executive assistants and people that are there, but all of the staff is great. They keep me informed. They take care of me, and it's been great.
So you don't feel like you have to fly by the seat of your pants. You're actually getting good
Right.
data. You're actually getting the voices of the people. You're actually being having the voices of the people be heard.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, because it has been great in the past to be able to have that. And so I think they just have a hard job, and I think they do a great job. And I just want to say I'm grateful to the staff
Right.
because they're there to help, and they're so kind.
It's good support is very important, vitally important. So remember to subscribe, like, share, leave your comments. Comments about City Council, comments about Henderson, comments about education, comments about policing, anything that you want us to know about. Go ahead and put them in the comments. It's very important. We want to hear from you. And so, Carrie, if you were to tell the community what's the difference between who else is running and you're running, what would you say that would be?
Well, like I said, I'm the most experienced, and I'm going to continue to work for the residents. And I think that we pay a lot of lip service to things. I think that when people are in races, they claim certain things and they promise certain things because they want to win. And then they get in, and we are completely disappointed because they don't do the things that they promised. And in fact, they do things that are not good for the community.
Right.
And this is a person you can trust. I think I've proven that, and
Through thick and thin.
through thick and thin, I've proven that. I'm not a person who goes away. So I'm going to be there to stand with the residents and help residents and businesses. Businesses drive our economy. Small businesses are critical, and we have to support them. And I was a small business owner for years and years and years. And so I want to make sure I'm helping small businesses in our economy and our quality of life. It all comes down to the quality of life. And so if residents want somebody there protecting and preserving your quality of life that isn't a friend, connected with a good old boys club, I'm the only one in the race that isn't.
It's vitally important. We're not, again, I said it before and I'll say it again, we're not voting based on popularity. We cannot protect the safety of the community that way. We can't protect the safety of our public servants, of our fire, of our policemen, if we're not voting on their behalf, because they're the backbone of the community as well. So make sure that you check the box for Carrie Cox. When is early voting and when is primary?
Well, it's interesting. So May 16th, I guess they changed it. It's going to be May 16th that you can drop off your ballots to the City of Henderson. Yeah.
Wow.
And I know, right? And then early voting is supposed to begin on May 23rd, and they take a little bit of a break. And then just, I think, 2 days, and then they go into June 9th as our election day.
So election day is June 9th. Make sure you vote. Make sure your voices are heard.
Absolutely.
Make sure that you vote for those who hear your voices and who work hard and fast through a lot of strife, contention, division to make sure that your voices are heard and to make sure your concerns are considered. So
well, and call your friends, call them and tell them, get out and vote. Please vote, and come walk with me, or come I can use help as well. We have a strong walk group. We have a lot going on, and I have a lot of support. But there's always room for more, and we need to get over this. I'm winning this in the primary because that's the way. That's what's best for residents right now.
Awesome. So if you can come out and volunteer, come on out. If you can help in any way, you can help. You can get 10 friends to tell 10 friends to tell 10 friends. Check the box for Carrie Cox. Thank you so much, Carrie, for being here.
Thanks, PJ.
Here in the Joy Lounge with PJ's Pure Joy podcast. I am so grateful that you've all have tuned in, and I look forward to you joining us next time. Enjoy.
Thanks.
Pure joy.